Τι κάνουμε? Πίνουμε καφέ. Βλέπουμε το Twitter και σχολιάζουμε. What's this? People have been talking about it. Okay. Social walkie-talkie. What? How does it work, mate? By the way, I'm drinking φρέντο καπουτσίνο, κλασικά στην Ελλάδα. I'm not sure what this is all about. An all new version of AirChat is now available for iOS. If you were, okay, I wasn't. I guess, how the hell does this work? AI transcription. AirChat will likely find an audience because the voice feature offers something magical. Using the platform for even a short time, you can see how it's different. All right. What's this? Okay. All right. AirChat is a new social app. Came out of beta yesterday. Okay. And it's creating a stir. All right. How do I see who is watching here? Sorry. I don't know. One view means someone viewed this and then went away? Possibly. What happens if I type here? Hello. Oh. Don't know. Add to broadcast. What do you mean add to broadcast? What happens if I do this? Okay. To crop and overlay drag from an edge and then remove from. Okay. All right. That's nice. Anyway, AirChat. Let's go back to AirChat. Launched by entrepreneur Naval and Brian. Oh, didn't know that. The former product head at Tinder, AirChat is best understood as a voice version of Twitter or Instagram. All right. I guess, guess makes sense. That doesn't, however, begin to capture the excitement of using the platform or its potential to become the next big thing in social media. AirChat taps into the reality that tonality profoundly affects how we communicate. Naval also clearly hopes that requiring people to record comments and observations will reduce the propensity to respond to text-only posts with road rage. Interesting, mate. It's not the normal social media experience. And that's what happens when you communicate again with our voices and our faces instead of from behind keyboards. Online text-only media has given us this delusion that people can't get along, but actually everybody can get along, he wrote. It just requires the natural voice. EarChat works like this. You push a button to record a short snippet, which is transcribed into text using AI. It's posted as a text audio file. All right. You can follow other members, comment on posts, and send direct messages. Some commentators have compared EarChat to walkie-talkie, but that misses the point. It is not real-time, two-way communication. It's asynchronous. I think I remember there was another voice, asynchronous voice app like that, but yeah, I can't remember the name. I'm not sure what happened with it. Some commentators, yeah, I've read that, and that's a big reason EarChat will probably avoid the fate of an earlier audio product, Clubhouse, which convened groups to listen to specific events. Oh, Clubhouse. Okay. Was that the one I had in mind? The media, yeah, let me see. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to this one. The media coverage of EarChat will inevitably suggest it is a threat to Twitter. The articles will also cite a cautionary note about Clubhouse and Meta's Threads, which has seen interest wane. Okay, those observations are as predictable as they are unhelpful. EarChat won't kill what used to be called Twitter, and unlike Threads, AirDrop offers genuine new product features, and thanks to NoGuard, thoughtful design, EarChat will likely find an audience because the voice feature offers something magical. Using the platform for even a short time, you can see how it's different. At a basic level, you could summarize the social media landscape like this. Twitter is text, Instagram is pictures, TikTok video, EarChat voice. All right. EarChat will be another destination social media managers have to monitor. Adoption is always challenging, of course, but Naval's presence should help promote the app. During the first 24 hours, the platform had a bit of carnival feel to it, with well-known tech and media personalities like Gary Vee and Taylor Lorenz joining and others posting questions about features. Part of the charm was having both NorGuard and Naval online, actively answering questions big and small about why they built the app and how it works. Comparing EarChat to a dinner party, Naval encouraged people to introduce new members. All right. No one can say for sure whether the app will take off, reach cruising altitude, and survive. But if it does, it's a good bet that will evolve. In unforeseen ways, though it seems designed to repeat the observation. Already this morning, some people were reading longer excerpts. All right. I could see it being used like a public version of the Moth, where creatives do dramatic readings of their work. I'd recommend giving AirChat a try. Hearing is believing. Okay. Interesting. Now I see. I understand. And what can I do, mate? Yeah, it's only for the iPhone. Okay, makes sense. I think I should check it out, right? Yeah, let's follow AirChat for a bit. Nice. And who is asking for deep tech founder or investor? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Ήταν δίκαιο. Τι είναι αυτό? Φρέντο εσπρέσο, φραπές. Όχι, σε χαμηλό ποτήρι. Φρέντο εσπρέσο πρέπει να είναι. Ναι, δεν ξέρω. Θα σε γελάσω. Τελειώνει και ο καφές μου και πλησιάζει η ώρα για φαγητό. Εδώ ναι, η αλήθεια είναι ότι ακολουθώ μερικούς που μιλάνε για τον πόλεμο στην Ουκρανία. Τον Μάσιμο, κλασικά. Τι είναι αυτό? Lenticular clouds partially obscuring the Vilarica. I don't know where this is, but Chile. Okay. All right. Helpful community notes. Thank you. Postgres Index Advisor. Speed up your queries. We've built an extension for the Supabase dashboard that tells you when to add an index to any of your slow queries. Okay. Nice. Interesting. Ωραίο, ναι. Εγώ θα έλεγα να ήταν τέλη 80, εκεί 87, 88. Εκεί ήταν ωραία. Απαγόρευση εισόδου του Βαρουφάκη στη Γερμανία και απαγόρευση της πολιτικής του δράσης εκεί. Χα! Απίστευτο. Πότε έγινε αυτό, ρε φίλε? Δεν πάμε καλά. One of the most dangerous things you can do is to treat a fixable problem as part of your identity. Then you'll never fix it. My brain hurts on a Sunday. So there is like a problem that you can fix it immediately, right? And what? Make it part of who you are. Make it part of what's an example? This is an instance of a more general rule. don't make things part of your identity. But fixable problems are especially bad to do this with. Incidentally, I mean problems in the sense of problems you have personally, not problems in the sense of things to work on. If you want to treat it as part of your identity to work on curing some disease, go ahead. And yet people love to identify with their pathologies, not sure what the explanation for that tendency is. Less work, okay? Not just fixable problems, but any problem. I wouldn't take it that far. For example, AA seems to get good results by encouraging alcoholics to call themselves that. All right. This is leftism in a nutshell. The way to raise your status in those communities is to identify with as many victim labels as possible. Not just leftism, but extremism in general. Both sides do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I think it makes sense. Emacs was my fixable problem for many years. It was sad to switch, but I had to do it eventually. All right. That's funny. Okay. Simple six-figure marketing strategy, social media content, newsletter issue, product page. Spent years building credibility in these works. Okay, the years part is what's difficult. Okay. You don't need to make extra efforts. You just need to show up daily. I agree partially, I guess. I mean, consistency matters, right? Doing something, even if it's, the small thing every day. But I mean, at some point you will need to, take an extra effort, right? Like, I don't know, make extra effort. Yeah, I don't know much. I've seen this a few things. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. Yeah. Anyway, new product out soon. The JavaScript boilerplate created to help you launch your product fast and make dollars. Launch fast. Okay. Yeah, boilerplates. I guess people used to only think about the programming language and create their own, I guess, like product or solution or whatever, just, using just that programming language. And eventually they would end up gradually creating their own framework, right? Because, one needs to extend the product, at some point identifies patterns and, reusable components. And that's their own framework, right? And then things evolved and people started, publishing their own frameworks and bringing those frameworks to a point where other people could not only use but also contribute to, especially if it's open source and whatnot. So that was like a huge improvement, right? Like, so if, I don't know, many years ago you would use something like like C script for web apps, right? Or PHP without any frameworks. And then Ruby on Rails came along and changed things dramatically. And since then, I don't know, dozens, like hundreds of frameworks have been created for almost every language. And that was the next step, right? But after a point, even a framework may be considered like too generic. I don't know if that's the best word. So instead of using the framework to build a type of, I don't know, web app, right? Like a solution, a software as a service, right? You catch yourself like either creating some things or using like figuring out external libraries and using them, integrating those libraries. Still, needs some work to integrate those libraries to your application. So at some point, people have been like doing that over and over again. And again, they recognize a pattern. In order to build a software as a service web app, you need these, 10 libraries, these 3 integrations with external services through their API interface. And here's how you do it, and you need this UI and some components, and people started like publishing those solutions as well. So it's like an escalation, right? Like you start from the programming language, then you have a framework, and then you have boilerplate for specific types of applications. I don't know. So yeah, this is what I have noticed these days. What's that? Win for me? Let me see. Windows, Mac OS, or Linux? I don't know. I think both. Well, mostly Mac OS, and after many years also Windows. Yeah, what happened here is that I've been using Mac OS, Apple products since 2010, right? And after almost 14 years, a month ago I bought my first, I guess, PC, Windows PC, and yeah, I'm using it for .NET development as well as playing games. And another justification for having Windows, a Windows PC, is testing my little 2D games that I like to build. So yeah, let's go back. All right. Ruby on Rails. Let's read this. I'm not a spam bot. I'm a human who cares about Ruby on Rails and all my friends here. I dedicate a huge portion of my life's resources to Ruby on Rails. If I criticize the technical decision you made in open source, it's because I care, not because I think I'm better than you. Yeah, I guess on one hand, that's perfect. I mean, good, right? On the other hand, sometimes how you criticize something, plays a role, right? Like, and I definitely know that some people don't care, right? Like they just criticize something and they are like, yeah, I'm helping, right? But I don't know. It depends. I mean, there's always a balance to strike, right? Being too much cautious about how you criticize something and, sugarcoating everything. I don't know. It's that's also, going to the other extreme. But like being like super rude, and not caring about how, like the words you choose and how you do it, that's also one, like the other side of of the spectrum. Now, what I have found useful, generally, regarding feedback, is if you're giving this feedback to someone you have like a longer, let's say, professional relationship with, maybe it's someone on your team, maybe even in open source, right? Like you can create this expectation, right? So you can gradually create the expectation for everyone receiving feedback by training them on how you give feedback. Like what is the expectation? And the trick here is to make giving feedback really, really predictable, like the way, right? The approach, everyone should know it, and eventually making it a non-event, right? Like if I know that you're about to give me feedback, and I know the exact format of that, feedback, your approach, the words how you are going to structure, if that's consistent and predictable every single time, and if I know what's expected of me when I receive that feedback, then you make it a non-event. You dramatically reduce the risk of people reacting to that feedback. So this is what I have found works. And yeah, I can talk more about that, I guess, at some point. We like low stress. Yeah, I like low stress software myself. Not only using software that's low stress, but also creating, like the process. So that's why I like the idea of simple, calm, descoped software. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, having one with you is anti-community. Yeah, I don't want to get into this right now. I've seen this a few times. I don't know. Yeah, that's nice. Community notes. All right. What time is it? Yeah, I think I'm about to break from streaming. This was just a test stream, I guess. Me working, like going over my following here and reading, specific posts that make me think of stuff I've learned during my career, whatever, or just, do a commentary or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. And drinking coffee. All right. Following. What else? Ruby ferns. CFP call for proposals closes tomorrow. Yuruko 2024. Sarajevo. Oh. Wow. Different varieties of mangoes. Big diversity here. Elephant mom kicks a crocodile out of the pool. Let me check. Let me see. This is funny. I mean, it's not funny for the crocodile, but wow. Wow. I mean, the crocodile is not really phased. Like, it's like, let me get out of the pool, but it's it's not really running away, I guess. Interesting. Anyway, what's up? Trumpeter, hornbill. Nice. I'm sponsoring 5 people who I think are doing some of the best the most impactful open source work in Ruby right now, at least in the areas that interest me the most. All right. Failed experiments. Failed physics experiments, or generally cool teachers. Yeah, it's probably not failed, but it's more of a cool teachers. Nice. If you see a shark, never splash. Okay. Just relax. All right. You relax. Wow. Yeah. This is exactly what I would have done. But I live in Greece, and generally you don't run a danger of, being eaten by a shark, or followed by a shark. At least not where I am. But yeah, if I was in that situation, I would have, I don't know, panicked. All right, cool. That's it for this trial broadcast. I guess I'm gonna schedule. I'm calling this Sunday Coffee, and I think I'm gonna schedule it like every Sunday at 11 a.m. Greek time. That's like Eastern European summertime right now. Oh, it's on Twitch, like the schedule. But you can also, I don't know, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know shit, right? Like I want to start like doing more streaming, but I don't know what exactly, what about, and things like that. So we'll probably see. All right. And I'm also not sure what this means. Is this like 25 people, like, or 27 views? Like people viewed these 27 times and went away? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Cool. See you, folks.